All right, guys. Today we'll be doing a quick unboxing of the Holosun AEMS Red Dot. AEMS is an acronym for Advanced Enclosed Micro Sight. There's nothing micro about this. So let's go do a quick unboxing, and we're also going to change the color of this thing. User manual, a cleaning cloth, and here's your tool, battery tray, and actual light. Optics Planet mod version, and that's basically just a color. I was really trying my hardest to get an FDE version. That's really hard to get off. There you go. So that, ladies and gentlemen, does not want to go back in place. There you go. So that's essentially what came in the box. Buttons on the side are strictly for brightness adjustment, and then you adjust your windage and elevation with those two side dials. That is pretty bright. So it's ready to go right out the box. Put that to the side for now. Let me just make sure it's working. Press once. Circle dots in there. And we'll press both to turn it off. There is a second portion of this that we need to tackle, and that is from Reese Wraps. My AR is a mixture of colors, mainly browns and greens. So we went ahead and ordered these wraps from Reese Wraps, and he makes a full cutout of this, like a corduroy fabric. So it's not like a sticker. It's a sticker, but it's got some texture. It seems to be very durable. Today what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and try this one first. Put it on there, see what it looks like, see if we like it or not, and we just go from there. Probably one of the main reasons why I chose this red dot was because Reese Wraps offers a wrap for it, and I kind of really wanted to get something that was similar to the color, since Optics Planet was not offering the version that came in the FDE anymore. All right, so before we get started, I just want to make sure I have the right types of tools. So an X-Acto, got a pair of tweezers just in case. I'm going to tackle this first by probably taking off this piece and starting from there, and we'll just see where this all goes. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward. So naturally this side has this shape to it, so I'm going to match it to that one. So start for this piece. So there you go. Yeah, it's got some stick to it, so you gotta be careful, because if you pull it too much, it probably will stretch it. I guess the first trick is trying to get this thing centered. All right, so the first panel is on. Probably one of the more simpler ones. I mean, it does have a little bit of play, so after you lay it down, it does allow you to manipulate it a little bit. See there, that's the first one down. We'll go ahead and grab the next big section, and that will be this one. It is sticky. It is very sticky. I mean, it's good stuff for sure. So naturally what you don't want to do is you don't want it to end up touching each other. This goes all the way to the top here. Okay. So I think I guessed right, because the contour follows that. I'm just going to lightly drop this into place to see what that does. Nothing permanent at that point is the way I see it. And then I'm going to follow this line along the side, and then I'll follow this line, the body on this side. I just want to make sure I don't get onto that lens cap, right? So far it looks like everything is falling in place. Probably a little bit lower than it needs to be, so I'm going to go ahead and try to push that up. And then we'll get this line here straightened out. And again, we can work on this. Just slide it around after the fact. And then there's this one, which probably needs to go up a little bit also. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and push this into place. Let's get these into these little creases here. once you get them in place, you can pretty much just push it around and you should be okay. There you go. That's the first side done. Pull. I'm going to assume it starts up here, and then we will wrap, and then it should just end right there. Now let's get the other side. Goes in the cavity, up on the ridge, back down to the next cavity, push it in, tail end piece there. All right, so there you go. There you go. I'll do the same for the rear. That is one side completed. So we'll start the same way we did in the last one, start at the bottom. Lay this on here using the top corner as the reference, and we'll use top line to ultimately guide it. And that laid down pretty well. So it's never a pull from one corner deal, trust me. You're pulling from all corners and you're adjusting as you go. So what we'll do first is we'll try to line up in the middle and then get it to sit. Then you can work towards the middle here. Make sure that's nice and flat. I'll get this portion here now. Make sure that's not in the way. And then it's just a matter of kind of like following the lines. I try to stay on the inner lines. Note that there are these ridges in here. So you want to try to fill them as you move it down. Because otherwise what it looks like is when you get towards the bottoms is if there's like slack, and there's really not. It's actually well made and the cut is pretty precise. There should be no slack towards the bottom. It should be pretty much flush. And if you have any slack, it's probably because you need to give some up to those ridges. There you go. And that's it. Wish there was some for the front, but I can understand why there aren't. Definitely quality stuff. Adds a nice little bit of security to an extent because, I mean, now it's covered, it's protected, so I feel a little bit better about it getting dinged around and probably scratched, because this would probably protect it for the first couple of hits. I think it's a great product. Overall helps those who are trying to put together a nice color scheme. You go to his website, he's got a whole bunch of different versions. Definitely check that out. I would definitely say it's a great product. I would definitely say that it is precise, and I think it's the most important part. Looks good and it fits. So there you go. Thanks for watching.